On today's video, I just want us to look at this topic, and it's just a question: why do we find it difficult, very, very difficult, to open up about our past with our spouse? Why do we find it difficult to to discuss our past with our spouse? You know, Often you hear people say, "Man, no tell her, man, not be everything will happen for past. Now you go tell your man. Not be everything will happen for your past. Now you go tell your wife." And this made us to even live with or to get married to a lot of people that we don't really know much about. There's a whole lot of things you may not know about your spouse that only the family members or his close friends will know. At the time, it could be as maybe the fear of being judged. You know, I hope this person not wouldn't judge me with my past. What if she now judge me with my past? What if the impression she has about me changes? Is it has to do with fear. In order for you to keep this present relationship safe, I need to let go. I don't even need to discuss or even bring it to the table. Sometimes, when someone is about to get married, on all these unsolicited advice, you see that, but not be everything you go tell them, not be everything you go tell them, you know. But there are some things that might have happened in the past that has shaped us to who we are today. Most often, I don't really blame people that decide not to discuss their past with their spouse. Why? Who knows what have happened in the past? There are some persons you share your past with, and maybe in terms of marriage, you get married newly. Out of the excitement, you decide to share a lot of things about you with your spouse. And after 2, 3 years, something may come up. It could be a sort of argument, misunderstanding, and you now see that person weaponizing what you told him like 2 years ago, using those words against you. You see the person bringing it up, and you'll be shocked, and of course, you feel bad. These are one of the reasons why people don't discuss their past with their present relationship. They don't discuss about it, but sometimes it hurts. This person may find out some things about your past later, and the person like, how did you hide this whole thing from me? Now the question is, how can I make him to feel safe enough to share some information about his past with me? How can I make her to be so free with me to share some stories about her past with me, especially those important ones that I really need to know? How? And now listen, you really need to make him feel safe enough. Create a safe space that will make him to feel so relaxed, to feel safe. Because the truth is that genuine love casts away fear. Now, secondly, learn to appreciate your spouse. Learn to appreciate him or her when they share those stories with you, even when it looks as if it's an ugly story. When someone is sharing about his or her past with you, and immediately you are judging, you're saying, you shouldn't have, but you should have, how about, man, no, this is wrong, this is right. This alone will scare the person. The person will never be free to share stories with you about his or her past. And thirdly, when someone shares stories about her past with you and you keep it somewhere, and after some times you weaponize those things, what she shared with you, you now have to bring it up later to use and judge the person. Yes. So, for instance, um, I remember some time ago I shared story with someone, you know. And after 3 years, that he's been twisted it in such a way that it looks so ugly. And what he understood about the story was totally wrong impression. And he now started using it against me. It's really hot. And with this person will not trust you enough to share any story, especially stories about his or her past with you. So you must create a safe space for your spouse to be able to share the stories about their past with you. If you don't do this, they may not share, they may decide to keep it to themselves. People find, some persons can keep those secrets as for so many years. There's a whole lot of things you may not know about your spouse, even when you might have been married for more than 30 years. And if you eventually get to hear this maybe from her family member, you'll be so surprised that this woman can keep this from you for over 30 years. So the only thing you have to do is to create a safe space. That is why this channel, what we do here is to help people build healthy relationship, healthy marriages, and you also learn how to navigate the complexity of modern day relationship. You should be able to learn how to communicate effectively with your spouse. Thank you for watching and see you on my next video.